Hey, what's going on? Dave Erickson here inside a sauna at 200 plus degrees. Today's topic is cold water immersion. How cold, how long, and how do you get through it? All right, this one is the Morosco Forge, 35 degrees right now. This is actually my third session of my afternoon. Came to this place for some physical therapy, and they have the sauna slash cold plunge combo. And to answer the question, science says to get the benefits, the full benefits of cold water immersion, 10 to 12 minutes per week total immersion. Break it up however you want. This happens to be my third session, and I will probably get my 12 minutes based on the first was 4.5 or so, and then about 3.5. And I'll do another 4 minutes or so just chatting with you here. Temperature wise, they say the sweet spot based on the research is around 50 degrees, but it's whatever is uncomfortable, whatever you can just bear long enough. 35 to 32 degrees is the coldest I've ever been in, and that's currently right now. Normally at home in my cold plunge, 45 degrees. It's got jets, the water is moving. The water in this one isn't moving, although there is some jets at the bottom. I can see there's some flow. Stainless steel compartment here. It is cold, but it's manageable. And I think that's one of the keys to cold water immersion. What can you handle? What is manageable for 3 to 5 minutes? And that temperature really is a matter of bringing it down little by little over time. Just mentally preparing yourself with good breathing will help you be more successful with your cold water immersion. Yes, you're going to be cold, but that initial shock wears off pretty quickly. 30 to 45 seconds later, it is over. And it's a matter of just mentally getting through it, talking to yourself. If you want to distract yourself with your phone, music, an iPad, something like that, that will work too, or talking to the camera. That also helps me since I've done hundreds of cold plunge videos. You will notice that your toes and your extremities will be the most painful. The core of the body is fine. There is something called vasoconstriction, vasodilation, where your blood vessels shrink and expand depending on where you are in your cold water immersion. So if you jump in here, everything shrinks up to keep your body as warm as possible. And a thermal layer is said to go over your body to help protect yourself. So there's no water movement. You can kind of bear it a lot easier in still water versus moving water. I don't know why I said moving water, but that's how it works. And then when you get out, the blood rushes to your skin to warm yourself back up. Kind of you feel that tingling sensation, the kind of stinging needles, so to speak. And that's why if you do some cold water or cold contrast water therapy, that's kind of an interesting concept of hot, cold, hot, cold. It's almost like a passive exercise where your body is working for you. Anyhow, how long, how cold, and how do you handle it? I think I've covered most of it. Time, 3 to 5 minute sessions, 3 times a week, or break it down to even shorter sessions. Temperature, whatever you can handle, but if you can go start in the 50s and then work yourself down, that's great. Just handle that. And then mentally, knowing what to expect and deep breathing. I've done this so much that I don't even think about it. I step into it calmly, and I know the shock's going to happen, so it's just a matter of getting through it and letting the time go by. Yes, you're going to be cold, and when you get out, you can let your body warm up naturally, or you can jump in a hot tub, a hot shower, whatever you want, bundle up in a couple of layers, which I've done before. And if you do go on too long, you are going to have some chills. You're going to have some, you're going to have a hard time breathing, not breathing as much as a hard time getting your breath because you are so cold. You'll start shivering. So when I say you want to start shivering if you're in there too long. So really, pace yourself on the duration. You don't need to go more than 5-6 minutes. You just don't need to, especially if you do it multiple times per week. I'm getting to that point right now where I'm starting to get a little too cold, and I'm going to get out. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, whether you're a long-time cold plunger, start putting your head underwater. For me, it's very difficult, painful actually, because of the shock on the face, but that's one more way you can challenge yourself with cold water immersion. I have a cold plunge. This is the Morozco. My cold plunge, very reasonably priced. You can save $150 off your purchase by using my code DAVE150 at checkout at plunge.com. And that goes for any of their plunges, the base, the XL, the all-in-one, and even apply it toward their sauna. Anyway, there's a link below to that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good cold plunge experience. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below, and I will do my best to pass along my experience and my answers to you. Adios.